Turning 70 is like opening a new chapter in the book of life, where the journey becomes deeper and more reflective. It's not just a time to look back on the achievements you've made, but also a moment to ask yourself, what more can I do to bring value to myself, my family, and my community? Ambitions for success or wealth begin to fade, making way for what truly matters: family, the joy of being with grandchildren, and the peace of a simple, meaningful life. However, even in these precious years, we sometimes make mistakes without realizing it, impacting the quality of life we deserve to enjoy. In today's video, we'll explore 4 common mistakes older adults often encounter and how to avoid them. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you can continue this journey with us, discovering meaning and joy every step of the way. 1. Overvaluing oneself. As we enter our senior years, it's common to place ourselves at the center of our relationships, believing that our years of experience, understanding, and wisdom make us indispensable. However, the truth is no one is completely irreplaceable. Take the story of Eleanor, a successful 70-year-old businesswoman. For example, throughout her life, she built a business empire and made every major decision for her family. One day, she decided to take a break from work and spend a month in the countryside, believing her absence would throw everything into chaos. To her surprise, the company continued to operate smoothly, and her children carried on with their lives without needing her frequent intervention. Over time, Eleanor realized that her presence wasn't as crucial to keeping things running as she had thought. A person's value is not determined by power or control, but by their ability to listen, learn, and understand others. After realizing this, Eleanor learned to let go and stop forcing herself to be at the center of everything. She discovered that true value doesn't lie in holding on to power, but in tranquility, humility, and the acceptance of change. This humility brings us real strength. When we no longer see ourselves as the most important person in the room, we can connect more genuinely with others. Pride often isolates us, while humility helps us recognize that life is a series of interactions, with each person having their own role and value. The more seniors learn to relax, let go of power and superiority, the easier it is to find genuine joy in simple things: a warm conversation, a peaceful afternoon, or just recognizing that the world continues to turn without our control. Our society values independence and personal freedom, but also honors connection and community. To live a fulfilling life, we must learn not to see ourselves as the center of the universe, but as part of a continuous flow of connections. When we realize that we don't need to control everything to feel valued, we can enter a new stage of life with ease and peace. 2. Oversaving. Throughout the long journey of life, saving is a valuable trait, a preparation for the future and unforeseen events. However, in old age, clinging to the habit of oversaving is no longer wise, but can become an invisible burden. It's easy to forget that money, accumulated over a lifetime, is not meant to be hoarded forever, but to serve life, allowing us to fully enjoy our later years. Oversaving can sometimes become a constraint, stifling joy and obscuring the real purpose of life. Consider Richard, a man who worked his entire life to accumulate a large sum of money. Upon retirement, instead of enjoying life, he became even more anxious about protecting his wealth, avoiding spending on anything unnecessary. He declined trips with friends, didn't buy items he loved, and even cut back on healthcare expenses. Richard believed that relentless saving would provide him security. But in reality, he was denying himself the joy of living and personal freedom. We need to enjoy the present and make the most of every moment. Money, when overly preserved, becomes just meaningless numbers in a bank account if not turned into vivid experiences. Worrying about overspending can become a trap, preventing us from living with passion and feeling the simple joys of self-care. Deeper still, oversaving is also a manifestation of invisible fears: fear of an uncertain future, fear of deprivation, fear of facing challenges we can't control. But let's trust the journey of life. Accept that some things are unpredictable. And the most important thing is to live for today. Holding on doesn't always bring peace. Sometimes, letting go, allowing ourselves to enjoy what we've accumulated, is the key to unlocking true freedom. People often say, living just to survive is meaningless. So why do we save all our lives if we never use what we have to create real memories? Moments of genuine happiness? Life is not an inventory of assets, but a journey of emotions and experiences. Money is not the ultimate goal, but a tool to help us build a meaningful life. As we age, the fear isn't in not having enough money, but in missing out on opportunities to live fully. Oversaving is a sign that we're not allowing ourselves to enjoy, not daring to face the joys we truly deserve after years of hard work. In our final years, remember that money only truly has value when it serves life, when it brings joy and peace to our souls. We can't take our wealth with us when we leave this world, but the memories, the experiences we've lived, will forever remain in the minds and hearts of our loved ones. 3. Overindulging in nostalgia. Nostalgia is a natural part of the human experience, especially as we age. The past, with its beautiful memories and painful experiences, becomes a precious treasure trove, reminding us of moments that shaped our lives. However, when nostalgia overwhelms our minds, it ceases to be a warm refuge and turns into an invisible prison, holding us captive to what has been and preventing us from fully living in the present. Dwelling on memories, whether joyful or painful, can trap us in feelings of regret, remorse, or even disappointment. Consider James, once a celebrated artist in his youth. His career's glory days are past, yet he remains immersed in past images of himself, where he was the center of attention, adored and revered. Day by day, he recounts old stories, compares the present with the past, and each time feels a greater emptiness inside. Living too much in the past can lead to a sense of disconnection from the present. The past is immutable, and clinging to it does not foster growth of the spirit. In fact, it distances us from what is happening around us, our loved ones, new opportunities, and the joys that the present offers. When we only look back, we forget that the present and future still beckon, full of potential and new experiences. The saying by philosopher Heraclitus, "You cannot step into the same river twice," vividly illustrates this philosophy. Everything changes, life moves on, and the past is just a part of that flow. Holding on to the past is like trying to grasp water in your hand. No matter how tightly you clench, it inevitably slips through. Instead of living in memories, we should honor the past by moving forward, creating new memories, and living a fuller life. Overindulging in nostalgia can also create dissatisfaction with the present. Those who live in the beautiful memories of the past often compare the present with a perfect image that no longer exists. Idealizing the past can make the present seem inadequate, leading us to overlook the joys and opportunities still available to us. At this point, nostalgia becomes a burden rather than a comfort. It's important to remember that the past never returns, and the most precious thing we have is the present moment. True peace and happiness come only when we accept change and appreciate what we have, instead of living perpetually in the past. Let our memories be a source of inspiration, a foundation for moving forward, not a chain that holds us back. There is still much beauty to be discovered in life, and being fully present is how we truly live. Nostalgia, if kept within healthy bounds, can be part of the joy, offering warm moments to reflect and learn. But if we let the past control the present, we rob ourselves of the chance to continue living and growing. So, rather than dwelling on what has passed, learn to honor it and then move on, embracing what life still has in store. For worrying too much about children. Worrying about children is a natural parental instinct, and it doesn't diminish as we age. On the contrary, at ages 70 to 80, many still feel a deep responsibility for their children, even though they are grown and independent. However, when this concern becomes excessive, It not only impacts the mental health of the elderly, but can also harm the parent-child relationship, causing both sides to feel pressured and alienated. Grown children need their own space to make life decisions. Parents, especially in their later years, should not try to control or overly interfere with their children's choices. Excessive worry, though stemming from love, often turns into unwanted interference, undermining children's confidence and their ability to manage their own lives. Love should not manifest as control, but rather as trust in children's abilities to solve their own problems. A typical example is Margaret, a deeply caring mother. Though her son has a stable career and family, she still frequently worries about every detail of his life. She constantly inquires about his job, cares about how he raises his children, and even worries whether he eats properly. Initially, her son appreciated his mother's love, but gradually, he began to feel pressured and uncomfortable for not having enough space to manage his own life. Excessive worrying not only affects the children, but also has negative impacts on the elderly's health and well-being. Constant anxiety can lead to stress, sleeplessness, and increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases and high blood pressure. Moreover, when the elderly spend too much time and energy worrying about their children, they often neglect their own needs, failing to adequately care for their physical and mental health. As children mature, parents should learn to let go, not abandoning responsibility, but giving them the freedom to live their way. This doesn't mean parents stop caring, but that they show their love through trust and support when needed. Excessive worry only diminishes the ability to enjoy one's later years and puts pressure on the children's lives. Instead, seniors should focus on taking care of themselves and maintaining healthy family relationships through respect and open communication. It's crucial to understand that, while love and concern are inevitable, we must know our limits. When parents trust in their children's capabilities, not only are the children freed from pressure, but the parents also find peace of mind. This is how to build a strong and loving family relationship without harming anyone's personal freedom. Above are 4 mistakes that seniors should avoid to ensure a peaceful and happy life in their later years. If you find this content meaningful, please leave a comment below. In the next part of this video, we will explore 4 blessings to cherish. 1. Nurturing and valuing the marital relationship. At ages 70 to 80, after decades together, marriage is not only an emotional bond, but also a partnership in all aspects of life. From healthcare to emotional support. Valuing this relationship is how to maintain mutual support, creating a warm and loving space in the twilight years. A strong marital relationship helps seniors feel secure, loved, and not alone amid life's changes. David and Linda, in their 70s, have shared a 45-year marriage filled with memories and ups and downs. However, in recent years, their differences have become more apparent than ever. Especially after their children grew up and left home, conflicts didn't erupt immediately, but built up over the years. From seemingly minor issues to more significant disagreements in daily life. One of the biggest conflicts was how they wanted to enjoy their later years. Linda craved excitement and new experiences. She liked to take painting classes, walk in the park, meet friends, and travel. In contrast, David was content staying home, spending most of his time in front of the TV, watching old movies or his favorite sports programs. Whenever Linda suggested a trip or even a dinner out, David usually declined, preferring not to change his routine. This made Linda feel suffocated, as if her life was being limited and there was no room for personal growth. Another conflict was about managing finances. After retirement, Linda wanted to spend their savings to enjoy life, such as improving their home, shopping for things she loved, and engaging in social activities. But David, accustomed to a lifetime of saving, was always worried about depleting their finances. He often criticized Linda for unnecessary spending and advised her to tighten the belt to ensure financial security for the future. Linda felt frustrated, believing that after years of work and saving, they deserved to enjoy their rewards without worrying too much about money. Moreover, The lack of communication and listening between them gradually became the source of greater disagreements. David rarely talked about his feelings and preferred things to go on as usual. On the other hand, Linda hoped they could discuss their dreams and future plans together. But each time she tried, she received only silence or non-committal responses from her husband. Feeling ignored made Linda feel lonely even in her own home. A conflict erupted when Linda decided to buy a bicycle to exercise and enjoy the mornings. David, disagreeing with this decision, criticized her for wasteful spending on meaningless things. The argument escalated, with David angrily asserting that she didn't know how to manage money, and Linda countering that he never supported her pleasures. Both felt unheard and disrespected. After that argument, the distance between them grew. Shared dinners became rare, and the house felt cold with prolonged silence. Eventually, Linda realized that, despite still having feelings for David, they no longer shared the same vision for life. After months of contemplation, she decided to divorce, believing that freedom would bring her the joy and sense of fulfillment she had always longed for. Their story demonstrates that even in old age, a marital relationship still needs understanding, communication, and mutual growth. When these are lacking, even after decades together, separation sometimes becomes the solution for each individual to find their happiness. Dear friends, as we age, perhaps there is no greater joy than having a life partner by our side, whose role is even more important than that of our children. Therefore, let's always cherish and nurture our relationships with our spouses. 2. Valuing family values. In life, family is the fundamental foundation that helps us grow and shape our identities. At ages 70 to 80, when personal achievements and careers have receded into the background, the value of family becomes clearer and more cherished than ever. At this stage, family is not only a bond of emotional attachment, but also a solid pillar of support in one's twilight years. Valuing family values not only provides comfort for the elderly, but also brings deep meaning to life. In Western culture, valuing family extends beyond the relationship between parents and children to include building and maintaining core values such as unity, love, and mutual care. In their later years, many realize that family relationships, despite ups and downs, are the most enduring ties, offering peace and a sense of belonging. Family gatherings and warm conversations with grandchildren not only make the elderly feel loved, but also provide an opportunity to pass down life experiences and human values across generations. Family also plays a crucial role in providing emotional and physical support as age becomes a burden. The elderly, facing declining health and loneliness, greatly need care and attention from their loved ones. The presence of children and grandchildren, through regular visits, not only brings joy, but also helps the elderly feel that they still matter, that they still have value in others' lives. Moreover, valuing family values enhances intergenerational connections. At ages 70 to 80, the elderly are not just recipients of care, but can also act as a bridge between the past and present, helping younger generations understand their roots and the value of kinship. Stories about ancestors and overcoming past difficulties are invaluable lessons, inspiring the young to face the challenges of modern life. However, valuing family values does not mean imposing or overly interfering in the lives of children. It involves a delicate balance of maintaining appropriate distance, respecting the freedom of the younger generation, but always being there when needed. This balance between love and respect, closeness and non-intrusion, allows the elderly to maintain strong family relationships without making their children feel pressured or bound. Ultimately, valuing family is about nurturing gratitude and understanding across generations. In old age, when external joys diminish, kinship and family connections become the greatest source of motivation, bringing peace to the soul. This appreciation not only helps the elderly live their final years fully, but also passes on to descendants a precious lesson about the bonds and love within a family, a spiritual legacy irreplaceable by anything else. 3. Valuing true friendship. At ages 70 to 80, when many aspects of life have changed, true friendship becomes a source of comfort and invaluable strength. Unlike fleeting or superficial relationships, true friendship is built over years based on deep understanding, sharing, and empathy. In the later years, when people may feel lonely or lack connection, true friends bring a sense of closeness and strong emotional support. True friendship in old age is no longer about material or social benefits, but is a bond formed from moments shared through hardships and joys. Friends are those who truly understand us, have witnessed life's ups and downs, and are ready to listen without judgment. In old age, when many have lost their spouses or children have grown and moved on, friends become an even more cherished source of comfort and encouragement. True friendship also provides important companionship on the journey of facing old age challenges. As health declines and individuals face losses and new limitations of their bodies, friends are there, helping one feel less alone. A short phone call, a casual coffee meeting, or even daily conversations help the elderly feel vibrant and connected to the world around them. Friendship brings joy, refreshes life, and creates an environment to share thoughts and feelings that might be difficult to express to family members. Moreover, true friendship helps maintain optimism and positive energy. Old friends often understand each other best, having shared many experiences and possessing a more forgiving view of life. They don't demand perfection, just genuine presence and support in crucial moments. Friendship helps us overcome fears and anxieties about aging and even death, knowing there is always someone who understands us, listens to us without expecting anything in return. In Western philosophy, friendship is considered one of the most valuable relationships in life. It is not bound by blood or familial duty, but stems from voluntary choice and mutual affection. True friendship in old age, therefore, is not just about companionship, but unconditional understanding and sharing. Friendship helps us feel valued, cared for, and that life remains meaningful with the presence of sincere friends by our side. Moments shared with friends not only enrich daily life, but also create a sense of peace and comfort that few other relationships can offer in old age. 4. Valuing health. The elderly must cherish their health, seeing it as the foundation for maintaining quality of life. As the body begins to weaken over time, knowing how to care for and listen to the body not only helps seniors avoid potential illnesses, but also prolongs their ability to engage in beloved activities. Good health grants them the freedom to move independently, take care of themselves, and most importantly, maintain a bright and cheerful spirit. Simple actions like engaging in light exercise, eating healthily, and undergoing regular health checkups show how the elderly value their bodies. They understand that without health, all other joys in life gradually fade. Thus, valuing and caring for health is the best way to fully enjoy the final years, alongside family and loved ones. Dear friends, time is a great teacher, continuously offering us invaluable experiences and lessons. Through life's ups and downs, we learn to recognize what truly matters: family, friendships, health, and the simple joys of everyday life. These seemingly small things are, in fact, the building blocks of a meaningful and fulfilling journey. The philosophy of life we share is not only meant to inspire reflection, but also to help you uncover the treasures within your own life. Let each day be an opportunity to love more, live fully, and create moments of peace and happiness that leave a lasting mark on your heart. We would love to hear your thoughts on what resonated with you most in this video. What touched your heart or sparked your curiosity? Share your reflections in the comments below. Your insights could inspire others and add depth to the conversation. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Don't forget to hit subscribe to join us as we continue exploring life's wisdom and discovering joy in the simplest things. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.